got a little bit of gap, a little bit of a gap in the showers coming through. Now I thought I'd use it to come on out here and put a bit more paint on the Keystone State. So let's see how we go. Now, we've had this piece out for a while and I took a pause on it. And the reason I paused is I wanted to let the colours settle. Not settle on the page, they dry very, very fast, but settle in terms of how I felt about them. Now, I love the picture. It seems quite dreamy with the pinks, the purples, the blues, and those kind of subtle salmony tones in there. But I want to bring in more warmth. I want to bring in more of those kind of warmer, reddy, orangey tones blending into the greens. Just to really, especially around here, to bring in the intensity and just that flourishing power of the Keystone State. So, here we are. Let's make it happen. Doof. Impressionist vibes? Yes, indeed. Do love me some impressionist vibes. Now I'm going to bring this a little bit closer. Because we're doing some more finer details, I brought a table here with me, so I can gently mix the colours I'm looking for. Anyway, these aren't the plates we're looking for. We're on porcelain today, team. Porcelain, so that's what we want here. G'day Birdie, welcome on in. Now also, I've planned a fresh, oh no, Robert and Jonathan. I brought a fresh brush today. Small, but it'll be perfect. Now, let's get out the colours that we're looking for. Magenta, green, blue, Naples yellow, black, brilliant blue, light blue, dioxide purple, not that, not that, not that, burnt ochre, parchment, ultramarine blue, raw umber, titanium white, naphthalene crimson, yellow, and aqua green. Don't worry guys, I'm moving it out of the way so I can work here, but I will pick all this stuff up, it won't stay down there. I just want my little collection of stuff that I do need here on this bench. We're just going to get some little dabs of colour. Little dabs. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hey Janice, hello. Hello Steve, hello. Who else do we have here? Aloha Professor Steve. Seb. Yeah, it's a lovely day outside today guys. And it's going to be a slower session. So don't plan for a lot of paint to go flying around. This is more relaxed. We're working on this impressionist work of the Keystone State. And we're going to be gently adding in a lot more of these warmer green tones into the areas, especially around through here. the sun comes out again, we'll shut the glasses back on, but for now, all we need is a bit of softness to what we're doing. There we go. Keystone State. Actually, if anything, with my zoom glasses while I'm looking so far away from it, but we'll manage for now. That's what I feel like I need. There we go. Got a little more red in there. I didn't think I'd need them, guys, but I do. I'm just going to grab that magnifying pair of glasses. I'll be right back. There we go. All right, where were we? Making a mess, if I remember correctly. Okay, here we go. We'll just keep dabbing. Feel those little bits. The main exercise here is to tone back the older blues and pinks and bring in more green. of a warm green. It's kind of those happy holiday colours with an intensity for the nature. There we go. Beautiful. Creep it up here, there we go. Beautiful. That's what I want. That's what I want. Give ourselves a bit more room to breathe here, team. There we go. Lots of colour. Lots of colour. That's the plan. That is the plan. All right. Gotta try and keep a handle on your brush. Just dropping it all over the place. we need to lift the canvas up a bit, guys. I'm hunching over a bit much, so we'll, how did the wall painting turn out? The pyramid thingy. I need help remembering what that is. And hey there, Seb, good to see you. Good to see you too, mate. And lovely to have you in here. Phoebes, welcome on in. Phoebes, great name. Always love that name since friends. Great name. I'm gonna lift this right up. Here we go. Bring it up to the stars. That's where we want it. Just there, like. It's a lovely level. Lovely level to have it at. Oh, when I was painting inside with the mask, yes. So we've got that work still, and I haven't touched it since we were last working on it with the mask, but we will come back to it. We will come back to it. But that was my little, dare I say it, side quest while I waited to finalise my opinions on this one. Now that we have finalised the opinions, we're back on this one. This is the Keystone State. Of course, like I was saying, we may rename it as we continue to paint. We may call it something different. And at the moment, the Keystone State is kind of what's sticking. It's the slang term for Pennsylvania. But I really need to get to the end of this painting, or at least the last 20%, to then ask our friend Jeffrey if he feels comfortable with it being called that, because ultimately, when it comes to the name of this painting, it's a shared project. It's something that me and Jeffrey will land on together and decide as a team. If the client doesn't have an opinion, I love to name them, don't get me wrong, but it's part of that process. It's the final key of the tag, the last thing you put on it that actually sums up everything that it is. Do surrealism, Phoebes. That's fantastic. And Jay Smith, welcome on in. Lovely to have you back. You'll remember this one. See a little bit of white, just a little bit of white. We may even go into some naughty black tones, we'll see. Cheers, Steve. I appreciate that. So Steve's 100% correct. This one's a commission, so it won't be available. It will not be available. But that being said, we can do commissions, but the earliest you can get a commission now is going to be early 2025 in January. There's one other commission piece to be worked on before Christmas, but apart from that, we're focusing. Of course, there is a beautiful landscape, and I want to show you guys, but it's drying at the moment, and it could rain out here. So I'll hold fire, but there's a beautiful, beautiful landscape that I want to show you. It's the one we worked on live in the park, and I feel like we took it to another level. I wish I could just put up a picture right now, but I removed the tree and the punga from it and just focused on the reflections in the water. And so 4/5 of the picture is literally just the reflections, and I feel like it's done a world of justice to it. Anyway, can't wait to show you, but for now, we've got Pennsylvania Keystone State to work on. So and we can't be afraid to add in just a few little spots of brown either. Again, I'm finding myself hunching over because I'm trying to see really, really close. I want to make sure these brush strokes are landing where they need to land. And we just need to go higher again. So we're going to take this the whole way up to be as high as we can put it, because I need to have this close to my face. It needs to be right there. If it's not close to my face, I'm afraid I'll miss key details. I just can't have that. That's perfect. That's exactly where I need it. Now I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer and up a little bit. There we go. Right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. No, we go all over the show with these paintings. We do some acrylic paintings, we do some oil paintings, egg tempera paintings, gouache paintings. The one we never do on the channel when it comes to paint is watercolor painting. And I feel like we're literally just doing all the other types. So if you're a watercolor painter, you're just never gonna see that medium on this channel. It's just not what I do. So that's a bit heartbreaking for those who do love watercolor. But I like the freedom with all my mediums to be able to swap in and swap out of whatever I'm doing. If I'm working with egg tempera, if I'm working with acrylics, if I'm working with oils, I can easily, at a moment's notice, relayer dark colours, add new light colours. There doesn't have to be a certain pattern in which I add the colours, whereas watercolour restricts you. It says you have to add them in this order, otherwise the whole painting will fall to pieces. Now, on one hand, that may not affect your art style at all. You may in fact like that, but for me, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's too limiting, I find. I guess fundamentally I don't plan enough, I think is the best way to put it. I don't plan enough to actually be able to follow a series of events. So sometimes a lack of planning is a fantastic asset, but sometimes it can just let you down. Angle this over ever so slightly. Looks like a little bit of rain's going to try and come on down. So I'll angle this down, and as the rain comes down, it's on this sort of angle, so it's only going to touch the back of the canvas. And so long as the rain passes, we'll continue. But we may need to pause and move into a shadier area. We'll see how we go. See how we go. It's determined to make me wet, isn't it? Yeah guys, we're going to grab some shade and then I'll come on back. Hold fire for just a moment. Oh, in fact, you guys can wait here. I'll come get you. going to take it in sections. This next part here, then I'll come back and get you. Come with me. It's actually stopped raining now, so we could have stayed, but we're on the move now, so we'll continue. Alright. Oh. That's the Starlink cable, a personal favourite of mine. There we go. Now where are we going to put you? Just down here. There we are. Right there. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Let's get that canvas in the shot there. Lovely. Thanks for being patient with me, everyone. Now you are still going to get some rain on you. Yes, we are being rained on. You will still get some rain on you. Please don't panic. The phone is waterproof, so we're going to be okay. But this is how we live. Old. Right. There we go. Excuse the glasses, guys. We need to actually see in better. My palette's got, actually, the paint did need a bit of thinning. The viscosity was just a little bit strong, so. Actually, silver line, we're lucky that didn't happen. There we go. Now these darker colours, kind of underneath those trees with the red tips, and it's got that kind of collagey effect. So we don't want to actually have a whole lot of specific shapes through this area of Pennsylvania. What we want is a littering or a collage of just colours and moments all in abundance through here. The mountain itself, it has got some quite clear separating borders between that and the rest. And we'll capture that, but this assorted collage and the smooth, bigger strokes in the sky, that's going to be our two fundamentals in this picture. Now, can I move you back a little bit? There we go. Happy there? Will that work for you? I think I don't want you too far away from the painting though. It's dance trying to get you in the right place. And we're being very, very naughty. How? We're using black. It's such a late moment there. Usually you start with the black, but this painting, it just needs those deeper areas revisited and empowered. And there's a few little sweeps. Perfect. More sky here. Big, bold strokes, not waiting for permission. Just really, there we go. Beautiful. A bit more in there. Let's get up in here. Just like that. Here we go. Across that sky. Down in here. I want to make sure the stroke's up at the top there as well. They're just longer. I've unfortunately got to go. Be back later if you're still working. Thanks, Nesta. Great to hear you here. Great to have you here briefly. There we go. Bold, saturated colour through that sky. Lovely. Exactly what I'm after. Sneak down through here as well. Yeah. See, there's this ray of light that kind of sneaks down through that area, and it kisses the top of that distant mountain and heads off over this direction. Lovely. Lovely. Is there any of that blue down here? There is. Just a small touch point, just down in here. Here we go. And over the top here. Lovely. Now to break into my Pacific blue and see where that takes me. Cheers, Steve. And Little Bear, good to have you in here. Great having everyone here, guys. And also, I was feeling a little bit, I'm in a weird mood today, guys. This is my I'm traveling shirt. I'm off having a fun time in Mexico, Rarotonga, wherever. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to wear a white shirt. I don't want to wear a regular whatever. I'm going to put on something a bit more sassy. That's what this shirt is. It's a brand called Old Nutter. And it just reminds me of every Jimmy Buffett song. Having margaritas on the beach. Margaritas that give me acid reflux. I'm more of a pina colada guy. Give me a pina colada without too much sugar in it. Just focus on the coconut cream and a little bit of pineapple juice, but really overload it with Malibu, and then we'll be a happy boy. That's where I sit. And when it comes to ordering one, I really need people around me who know that I like a pina colada, so that way when all the other guys might be getting beers, someone's like, oh, I got your pina colada, I can be like, oh no, that's not what I felt like. That's Shelby's job. Honestly, I'd love strawberry daiquiris, but I just feel like with a strawberry daiquiri, it's just too sweet. It's not my go-to. But pina colada, man, deal me up. What a delightful beverage. I think it's the coconut in it. I think that changes the game. A little bit of coconut just makes you feel, I don't know, does coconut contain electrolytes? Does that hydrate you? I think that's what's happening. I forget. Let's chuck a bit more black through this. Give me more of a murky blue. There we go. Bit more black again. There we go. Really murky blue out. There we go. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. A bit more through there. Tasty colour of the ridge. Big devil with it through here too. There we go. And across here. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll put a bit of ultramarine through that same blue, stir it up. These clouds in here. The tops here. Just like that. And so sneak across that far side there a bit more. Perk up there. Just like that. Sneak through here. Yeah, blend. then a bunch of white. Way more white than you'd think we'd need. You know, I always find you can never have enough white on a canvas. You just keep needing more of it. The more you splice through the other colours, the more you just need to keep adding it in, thickening those colours with it. It's just so weak in comparison to every other colour that you have, except for yellow. And because of that, you just need to keep on adding in white until you feel satisfied. There we go. See, every time I add this white on the moment, it's not stark white. It's already mixed up into the blues. It's already made it more of a steely white. Now that comes across here. There we go. That just. There we go. Now let's dive across into these I'm going to swap out this plate, team. Swap out the plate. I'm going to grab another one. I need some deep blues and greens with that close-up area. We're going to use a little bit of this one. A little bit of this one. A little bit of this one. Relaxed goose. A little bit. I've always seen myself as more of a silly goose, especially in a shirt like this. And I can't pronounce that name, but yes, it is indeed. This is a nice buckle. Well, I've just got the belt that Shelby got me a long time ago. I do like this belt though. It's, she got it in Australia. Early while we were dating, she basically, we broke my belt. So to change that, she was in Australia and she got me this one. What a lovely gesture, right? Here we go. Let's open up that, grab a bit more of that, close it up again. Now, we'll have to see how we go. I was very interested in getting this work shipped to the collector early December, but you know, every artwork goes on some little unique journey, so we could end up exploring this for longer than I was originally planned. And that's okay. Green. This is the colour I want. This is the colour I've been waiting for. I'll probably make some more of this colour. This is exactly what I needed. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That succulent colour of Pennsylvania that I've been hunting for so long. I can see it in the picture, I just couldn't quite make out what colour I truly wanted, but now we've found it. back in just a moment, guys. Didn't mean to disappear on you, but I have spilled a little bit on the cushion. We'll fix that. Speaking of though, guys, while we're doing a little touch up there on the cushion, if you are trying to get acrylics out of anything, they're acrylic polymers. And now that I've done a slightly sloppier job than I was expecting to do, I thought we'd better change into a different shirt, because I don't want to get paint on a good one. Anyway, acrylic polymers. 2 ways to get them out of what you're dealing with. First thing you need to do, dilute them, if you can. If you've got water around, dilute them. And then after you've diluted it, the next thing to do, possibly the most important thing, hot water, and let it sit. It'll stop the polymers from sitting in whatever it's sitting on. Whatever you do, keep it wet. And then the hot water and a bit of a rub. And out it comes. But the sooner you can dilute it, and as long as you can keep it wet, you can always pull it out of just about anything. A bit more blue. Always a bit more blue. and a bit more green. Funny how you get yourself in this new position here and it completely stops raining. Where's my wife? You think you're, you know, if we stayed out there in nature, we would have been totally fine. It would have stopped raining by now. And yet, well, I'm glad we're here, but how funny is that? Funny you say Mount Maunganui. I guess there are some similarities between the nature of Mount Maunganui and what's at Pennsylvania. Probably I'd say in this environment in Pennsylvania, it's slightly more lush. Slightly more lush. I think that makes a big difference. Hello, Larissa. You're back. We missed you. I was thinking we'd never see you again. We're very lucky. Raining again. That's Mother Nature reminding me that actually no, it's a very good thing that you came under shelter. I appreciate the reminder, Mother. Mother Nature. Ooh. Might even further under nature, we'll see. Excusez-moi. Very rude, Mother Nature. There I am trying to paint and you're just raining. Rain on me. No, we're gonna need to move back, team. That rain keeps hitting me. Oh no, it's raining again. Too bad I'm losing a friend. Oh no, it's raining again. Do. I'll always come back. I've been really busy at work. Well, we're very lucky to have you back, Larissa. Welcome. We're working on an impressionist landscape at the moment of a place called the Keystone State, slang for Pennsylvania. And here it is, one piece of paint at a time. Now I'll try and lift this up without dropping all the paint everywhere. This can come under here. There we go. Working from a little bit of a station today, which is quite nice. And then we have our reference picture today on an iPad. Voila. So if I bring this right up to you, you can see what I'm talking about with the warmth of colours through here. Kind of some motley greens to come in through these parts, but you can see in reference to the one we've got so far, in fact, I wonder if I can put it here and drop it down enough. There we go. This is the fun example. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. More up there. So the overarching figures that we're looking, excuse me, the overarching layout is pretty much there. You can see I've expanded the mount a wee bit just to give it a bit more presence in the picture. Sky's looking great, sweep just the way we want it to. Everything's in the right position. I just feel through here the colour palette's a little more corally, a little more pale than actually does it in Pennsylvania. So we don't want to bring in more of those orangey greens. I can't stop saying that. Orangey green, orangey green, orangey green. That's what's really, really important through these parts. At the moment, it has kind of a limeish green, a kefir green, and although I love that, that's just a touch point inside the actual landscape. We absolutely need to get more of those deeper, luxurious greens if we want the picture to really come together. So that's where we're at right now. That is where we're at right now. Let's bring this over here and drop it down here. So it matches there, perfect. And we'll continue right where we left off. Where's my plate? There we go. Rain on me. Seb's not a fighter pilot today. No, sorry, Londoner. He's not. It's just a regular dude. Got plenty of blues you love to use. Yeah. It is loaded with blues. Oh, bumping that piece there. It is loaded with blues. And we're going to keep it loaded with blues, but we certainly want to make sure that we get those other tones that so desperately want to play around. There we go. This is like an off grey we're in right now. You can't just throw green at it, otherwise it looks funny. You have to gently build it up to all the other muted tones. Everything you wouldn't realise you'd need. Good question, Londoner. With the outside ventilation and the wind blowing the way it is, we're okay on these acrylics. But this is a very good question. That down. Can I fit it on? Yeah, I can. Lovely. And that's what we want. Yeah. That's the, it's not water at all. That's the wind whipping through the trees around here, which is absolutely wild. Powerful winds. there's a bit of a sun-kissed element coming through these hills here. And at the moment, I've just captured the, well, every other surrounding colour. Cheers, Joe. We want to get some of that sun-kissed through here. Just very lightly. And down through this side valley. Lovely. There, and then through this valley. That's exactly where we need it. It's a windy day. Oh yeah, from before. Yes, indeed. Yeah. We need the mic back, but anyway. We'll manage without it. I know what colour I need. I don't have it right now, too. The colour I need is a medium yellow. You need to buy some. Hey Ray and Esmondo. Welcome in, guys. Lovely to have you here. Guys, well, I love being here with you. I do need to grab myself a little midday pick-me-up. It's going to be a mochaccino, half coffee, half chocolate. So if you don't mind with me, I'm just going to make that for myself. There we go. There we go. I will be back. I'll leave you here with a full frontal. And when I come back, I'll be wanting some feedback. So if you see any colours that you think it needs, any feelings that you have, is it blotchy? Is it too realistic? Is it too this? Is it too that? Let me know. I'll bring this right up so you can compare it to the image. Now, the image isn't everything, guys. It's a set of guidelines more than it is actual rules. But if I put this here, there we go. So remember, we want less of the facts and more of the feeling. So look at this picture, take the feelings that it gives you, and then that's what's been implanted here. The facts will never ever beat this picture. This picture has the most facts. It's the photo. It's literally perfect. So we need to extrapolate the feelings that the facts show, and that's what the picture's going to be. So, I'll be back. Alright. Let me bring this way back over here. There we go. Lift that up there. Thanks, Patrick. Lovely to have you here, Patrick. If you're still here. And now, we need to add in some, I'm going to add in some black and white to our current little colour palette pitch here. And we'll mix them through. Get some more of a grey tinge to that motley green that we've been working to. Keep saying motley green, honestly can't get enough of it. It's not going to overwhelm the colours that we have, but it needs to sit in here and actually play a role. Can I bring you around here a little bit? There we go. Oh, there we are. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Sounds delicious. Well, that's good to hear, Jay. I'm glad it sounds delicious. Okay, do we have any comments? I'd love to hear them. If no comments come through, it means that's fantastic. It means we're on the right track. It means we just need to keep persevering with the current trajectory. And you know I'm happy to do that. So, let's get a bit of this in here. More black. It's a problem when you don't go for pure carbon black. If you're on Mars black or ivory black or any of these kind of softer blacks, you do frequently find they're like, not the same level of potency, unfortunately. Now that can be a good thing too, because sometimes you don't want that powerful colour dominating your image. But sometimes it's exactly what you're looking for. So I think have carbon black, but just make sure when you do bring it out, use it with restraint. Don't get too intense with it. Just the right amount is the key. Just the right amount is the key. This is another beautiful painting. Colours are bright and uplifting. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like this one. Steve, you've been everywhere, but does it include Pennsylvania? Does that include Pennsylvania? I think it does, right? Of course you would have been to Pennsylvania. Makes sense. Da 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 da. May it be. Oh my God. Is Little Bear still in the frame? Because guys, I've had a problem lately. It's an addiction. It's an actual addiction. I'm sure of it. That song, May It Be by Enya. It's in Lord of the Rings. May it be. Terrible rendition, granted. Stuck in my head, non-stop. I've listened to it maybe 5 or 6 times since the last session we had together. And I was wondering, guys, we'll go a little bit more on this one, but could I show you a landscape that I've been working on? And I haven't decided yet whether it's finished or not. And when you get to that stage, you just leave it for a period, let it sit. But I haven't decided whether it's finished or not. I think it needs more love. I'm undecided at this stage. But it's, like I was saying, it's 85% reflection. That's all it is. So I'm not sure. I said 75 last time, 80% reflection. Huge amount of reflections in the picture, and thanks, Zoe. I honestly don't know, but I've been dabbling whether I just throw a whole bunch of reds and yellows at it and really change the colour palette completely, or if I actually like the more muted tones that make up what it is. I haven't decided. I'll bring it in now actually. I'm going to do it. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to bring it in now. Is that okay? I'll put it down here or somewhere. We can judge it. 1 second, team. Okay. It's funny, even though I was carrying it, I started to feel like maybe some more. But anyway, here it is, team. This is another landscape that this is the one we made while we were down in at the waterfall. So this whole part from here down is all reflections. So it's almost entirely made up by the reflections, very little detail in the top fifth as well. It's basically just completely abstract. Abstract, impressionist, I'd say a little bit Monet, if anything. I wonder, can I settle that in there? Will it stay? It will stay. It's not really seeable from there, is it? But I kind of want to put it in there and just let you guys actually sit with it for a little bit and see how you feel. But I guess the question is how I do it without knocking everything over. I know, I'll do this. May it be when kingdoms come. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. May it be. One and two. If I bring this back over here, there we go. So from this position here, you'll be able to see them both, and that will let you make your mind up. Push this just a bit further over there. Bring that a little more over there, and then get out of the way. Bring it around. Oh, I see what the problem is. And it comes down a little bit. We're too high, team. Too high. I wanna stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Is that all out of the way? That is all out of the way. Perfect. Okay, so this one here is a commission we're currently working on. It's Pennsylvania, and bright, vibrant, cascading colours everywhere, of course. And then the one I've got down here is they're two separate paintings. This one here is in oil, and this one here is in acrylics. So this one will take about 6 months to cure. Huge amount of time, but it was an experiment we did together with the reflections in the water at a lovely, lovely location in McLaren Falls, which is a waterfall close to where I live here in the Bay of Plenty. So that's quite fun. But let me tap that over there. Yo, fellow Kiwi, how we doing? Definitely give me Monet vibes. I kind of feel like Monet is the style that came in. And the reason because of it is that a lot of the times with Monet's paintings, and especially with this one, pigmentation was everything. And so to get the right amount of pigment that we needed, smaller brush strokes lathering on where the pigment needed to go influenced the entire picture. So since every brush stroke only a centimetre, a quarter of an inch long each, all the paint is down there very, very thick. Has a massive impact on the final result. I'm a big fan. Big fan. We'll just leave that there. Your opinions might change a little bit as it sits. But, you can see that this painting here of Pennsylvania, it doesn't want to be as muted as this one is. This one's quite a muted picture. The tones on it are much more relaxed. That's funny you say that, Taylor. So one of the issues you face was seeing Pennsylvania here in person, in the stream, is it can reflect a little bit, and that makes the colours on it, especially in a live stream, appear more white or washed out, when in person they absolutely pop because they're not reflecting in the same way. This one here is much more of a matte effect, which means that it's not actually shining or turning that sort of white sheen colour on the surface. So although it looks more vibrant in person, this one is actually, more vibrant in the stream. This one in person is far more washed out than this one. Almost, this one almost 6 times as saturated as this one. And that kind of tells you a little bit about how light can work on a stream, like how it actually impacts what you're watching. And that's one of the reasons too that those egg tempera works always look really, really cool in the streaming situation, because they're matte, they're very, very flat. And that flat effect allows you to really appreciate where every colour goes. Like that painting of my brother, which, guys, this is going to make you laugh. That painting of my brother we've called Lobster Boy. So I shared it on social media and he saw it, and his comment was just the emoji, lobster. And I was like, right, that's its name, Lobster Boy. Perfect name. Love it to bits. Love it to bits. But plus, because there's a book called Lobster Boy, which I read when I was in high school, which I really enjoyed. It was about a boy who needed cash, basically, so he was catching lobsters, and then something happened to his pots. I think someone stole them or hurt them in some way. And so then the next thing he did was he went on an ambitious trip to try and catch a giant tuna, and then he needed to get it back into port before it actually went off, and he wasn't sure if he was going to make it. I think he did make it in the end, and he got the finances that he needed to. It was for a selfless reason. He wanted to look after someone and get them some life-changing surgery or something like that. I forget the exact elements of the story, but anyway, great story. Loved it to bits. The philosophy of it was determination and belief in yourself and love for the animal kingdom. I think there was a long discussion that happened between him and the internalized discussion, but a long discussion that happened between him and the tuna that he caught, of wondering whether he was doing the right thing, if he should just return tuna to the sea. I forget. Memory does not serve with the finer details. Time goes so fast. You quickly end up somewhere else entirely, like right here. Painting Pennsylvania. I'm not complaining, this is making me very, very happy. And part of the pleasure of painting a place like this is the idea that the person who owns it would get as much joy from it being in their lives and every day. It's for Jeffrey. That Jeffrey could get as much joy out of owning this picture as I get from making it. Your live broadcast is so cool, we should be friends. That's a lovely thing to say, Rodriguez. By being here, you're welcome to be a part of this. And Nadia, what are we painting? That one's finished, it's Reflections, and that one there is Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. It's a project with myself and Jeffrey. Nadia, Jay Smith, did I miss something? What is so funny? Right, what is the next thing this picture needs? May it be the kingdoms come. Da dee da. What a tune! What a tune! Okay. Let me just navigate this for a second. Look, we're on the right colour. I reckon we need to get more of that colour and mix it into that green a bit more. Give myself a key colour, but not the same limish one I've been using. More of a peppermint colour. There we go. Peppermint in the Pennsylvania mountains. It sounds correct. Peppermint in Pennsylvania. Yeah, there we go. Dab with it and there. That's exactly how I want it. Splash it through there. And then I'm just going to splash this just gently over these parts, just like that. I still need that yellow. Haven't forgotten about the yellow. But right now, so you've got a little bit to thank for how much of a, how deeply ingrained Enya might be is in my head right now. I'm trying to shake it, I really am, but I just cannot do it. I just cannot do it. May it be. Problem is too, I only know that those three words, may it be. Every other word's kind of like loud, inaudible sounds to me. Beautiful, loud, beautiful, loud, inaudible sounds, but loud, inaudible sounds. So that's where that sits. Let's get a little more of this in here. May it be the kingdoms come. Da, da, da. Oh, do, do. Alright, we're going to let this painting breathe now. Do you have any kids, if you don't mind me asking? Naya, I do. One gorgeous baby girl. She's 7 months old. I'm incredibly lucky to have her in my life. I'm going to let this breathe again for about 24 hours. And then we're going to come back to it and attack it again. But I'm liking what we've done today. It's definitely come in the right direction. There's more to be done, I think. And I definitely want that medium yellow that I talked about, that warm medium yellow, and I want to push it through this valley. Not everywhere, pardon me, a little bit here, through the valley here, and just touching that hill there. I want you to feel, when you look at it, that there is a sun ray going through, just very, very gently. So look, I'm going to pack up here now, but if I get inspired by one of the other works down in the studio, when I put these away, I'll come on back and we'll start that one too. I've been thinking about a ballerina that we worked on with Rosine, so I might bring that one back out for a bit of fun. But anyway, this is all for now, and look after yourselves. Alright guys, catch ya.